Oh, the things we do for fame. Greetings, fellow insomniacs. It's your friend in fright, good old Chunky Larry, and as many of you may know, I have committed to watching every single horror movie in 2024, and this time around, I put my money down and I watched Followers. A group of survivors reconnect and find out that the thing that they survived isn't over. Followers is directed by James Rich, who previously directed a film called Follower, which is, I found out, the story that we get in the beginning of the movie. And so he did very much an Evil Dead 2 kind of thing, where he summarized the first film at the beginning of this film. And so while watching the film, I felt like, oh, that's really just like a lot of information just kind of clumped together and just feels kind of disjointed. It makes much more sense now. The film was written by Rich and Zach Hirsch, who actually plays Alpha in this film. I feel like for what kind of budget this film ultimately had, they did a lot with the film. It does feel a little bit like You're Next from Wish.
They eat your ass.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing to be compared to. This film is talking about the topic of social media and people's desire to gain notoriety and fame. That's true with victim and victimizer. While the violence is kind of clunky in this, I am looking at it on a little bit more of a sliding scale, in the sense that this is a film that is low budgeted, so it's not going to have a high level of violence. But I think that for what they were able to accomplish with what they had, they did an excellent job. Gigi James, who plays Sam, was really fucking good in this movie. I honestly think that the strongest performances in the film were Gigi James and Zach Hirsch. They both are opposite ends of the spectrum, and she wants nothing to do with all of this stuff, but she's a survivor, and you see that strength in her, and it's not something where they make a big deal about her being strong. She's just strong. Throwing a Reaper out for this bad boy, I'm going to give this a 3.5. I really enjoyed this movie, and I did not go into it thinking I was going to enjoy it, because that first part of the film was really fucking rough. But I feel like they stuck the landing in a way that this was very enjoyable. But that's going to do it for me, you guys. I am kind of getting behind on these, but I'm plugging away. I'm going to get to all of them before the year is up. So continue to watch and continue to listen. Someone you trust.